Hello everybody, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD. Welcome back to some more Dragalia content, and in today's video, we're going to be analyzing Nobunaga's thighs. No, but seriously, we're going to talk about the new summon showcase, A Clawful Caper. Now, this is the New Year summon showcase. It is a limited summon showcase, but before I actually begin with that, I do want to mention there's a couple updates we're getting to the game. First is Not Slumber Shot. This is going to be really hype. Not Slumber Shot is basically like that one game where I don't know what the game's called. I forgot. I should have looked this up before I started the video. It's like there's ships. You're like a starship and you shoot the bad guys. Yeah, it's that game. I don't know what it's called. That game, that's basically what this game is. It's going to be available for 6 days, so that's going to be fun. Got basically a week to play the game. Definitely going to play this game. It's going to be all I'm going to be streaming from now on. Next up is the Mana Spiral. This is basically just an Eyasu buff. There's no other adventure that is getting this Mana Spiral buff right now besides Eyasu. Of course, he's getting 70 Mana Circles, which is what the Mana Spiral is. Eyasu is already a very strong unit, and this buff is only going to make him even better. Again, if you remember, Eyasu used to be the best unit in the game way back when he was first released. So this is only going to make him even better. He might actually become the best unit of the game once again. You know, maybe even surpassing Botan and Galacleo, which are right now, I believe, some of the best units of the game. Again, Sakura Flurry, basically what it does now is it deals more DPS to poison foes. I'm assuming also the bleed will be 100% chance to proc, as well as maybe an increased modifier. Again, poison foes, I believe that's only for the actual offensive part of the skill and not the bleed stacks. I don't know if you guys can correct me on that. That's what somebody in the chat told me earlier, so just to go in by that. Blade Formation, I believe, is pretty much the same. Everything else is just pretty much the same, just a little bit upgraded and makes him a little bit stronger. Again, he might become one of the best units of the game now with this Mana Spiral update, so I'm looking forward to see how well he does with that. Next up is the Platinum Summon Showcase. Now, this is basically, you summon on this for Diamantium, it's only paid currency, and you're guaranteed a 5-star. However, you're not guaranteed what the 5-star is. So basically, it says right here, get a look at some of the 5-star adventures and 5-star dragons eligible, oh my god, I can't speak, to appear as the guaranteed 5-star summon. 5-star adventure eligible for guaranteed appearance as the 10th summon. They show Nobunaga. They're not saying that the 5-stars are going to be one of these. They're saying that they're eligible to be one of these. So you could either pull a Nobunaga or you could pull a Luis. You could pull literally any 5-star adventure that's in the game if you summon on the Adventure Platinum Summon Showcase. So it's not really a safe thing to do unless you're a newer player, because you're likely going to get a dupe if you've been playing for a long time and you have a lot of these adventures already. It's not really a safe investment to make. Same exact thing with the dragon. If you have a lot of dragons already, you already have a lot of mob dragons, and you're only looking for, say, one dragon, the odds you're going to get that one dragon are insanely low. So again, I personally would not recommend summoning on these Platinum Showcases. Only reason I would recommend you summon on these Platinum Showcases is if you're a newer player, or if you're gonna buy Diamantium and summon on the normal banner anyways. You might as well summon on the Platinum Showcase since you're guaranteed a 5-star if you do that. So those are the only ways I would actually recommend summoning on the Platinum Showcase. Again, if you want to summon on the Platinum Showcase, be my guest. Just I don't recommend it. Now let's actually discuss the new units. So like I said, this is a limited showcase, so if you want these adventures, you're gonna have to pull for them now. This showcase is gonna last for about 2 weeks. Ends on the 13th. And first up is Mitsuhide. Now, Mitsuhide is a light dagger. Her competition right now is really just Floor. Floor is a really, really strong unit. Probably, I believe, the second best dagger in the game now, probably right after Ezreal, since Ezreal got her 70th Mana Circle. Mitsuhide looks really cute. I actually really like her in-game model. Her in-game model is very colorful and bright, and I really like it. But of course, I wanted to say that I'm not a big fan of the new layouts or the new structure for the YouTube videos. I don't really like them too much. I like the old structures better for the YouTube videos that, you know, side games used to release. I feel like the new ones don't really capture what the units are about. They just kind of show the unit and are like, here's the unit, summon for them, thanks for your money. That's kind of what the new video is, and I'm not a big fan of that. I do just want to say, I say this every single time the video keeps it, because I don't know why they're still making the video like that. I feel like everybody, or not everybody, at least most of the player base feels the same way about the videos at least. But anyways, Mitsuhide, her strength in comparison with Floor is actually higher than Floor, so that's a big plus. Again, she's also an attacking unit. I do just want to mention that. The head of the Mouse Clan, one of the 12 worm clans who govern Hinamoto. She loves to sleep and hates most other forms of effort, and if there isn't an opportunity for a nap, she's happy to make one herself. Now go get some shut-eye. It's pretty funny. Mouse's Revenge deals light damage to target nearby enemies and inflicts paralysis, just like Floor's skill 1. However, this is not phase shift. It's just straight up, that's what this skill is always going to do. Or skill shift, I should say, not phase shift. Next is Calamity Drop. Deals light damage to target nearby enemies, increases the user attack rate for 10% for 10 seconds, and deals additional damage relative to the combo count when the skill is used. The maximum bonus damage is given when at 30 hits or higher. This is a really interesting ability, or not ability, a skill, because it's basically Flurry Strength built into that skill, and of course it stacks up to 30 Flurry Strength, which I don't think we've ever seen something that stacks up to 30 Flurry Strength, so I'm interested to see how much stronger this skill is going to be if you use it at 30% compared to 0%. Hopefully the modifier isn't too low when the combo count is a little bit low, because again, that would kind of suck. You would really only want to use it when it's up. But yeah, sure doesn't want to talk about the Angry Yasu. Oh my god. The new units, the new 4-stars, I'm going to briefly mention them at the very end. I was trapped. Anyways, this is a really interesting one. Like I said, it's not like Flora's skill 2 where you automatically ready her skill 1 and get to use her skill 1 again. So you're not going to have a great uptime on process unless this SP cost is very low, which could be a bit of a problem. I do just want to mention that. And again, she does have an ability which is Prayer Punisher, so that could be a problem. Again, you do have attack rate off your skill 2 and dealing DPS, etc. Anyways, her cold ability is normal for daggers. Next up, her abilities, Flurry Strength. Again, more Flurry Strength built into her kit. Basically, you don't want to use this skill 2 or any skills pretty much. Well, actually, you could use them, but maybe her skill 1's fine since that's mainly for the para uptime. But her skill 2, you only want to use it at 20% combo or 15 combo or higher. So you could get that Flurry Strength 20% and then plus the bonus damage from the built-in Flurry Strength in that skill 2. Next up, Curse Red is great for Hyzod, and Para Punch, like I said, is good if you can keep a good uptime. So we're going to have to see what the SP cost is on her skill 1. If it has low SP cost, you can keep good uptime, keep that Para Punisher up. Again, daggers are very easy to keep a good high combo number up, so she should be very good. Again, her abilities are much better than Floor's, I would say. Para Punisher is stronger, Flurry Strength is stronger, etc. Everything is better on her than Floor, I would say. This really depends on the SP cost and the modifiers on her skills. So we're going to have to wait and see till she's out. I say this all the time. She should be better than Floor, though. I have a 99% chance in my heart that she will be better than Floor. At least from what I think, at least. And of course, whenever there's power creep, usually people don't want to play with the older units, which kind of sucks. Even though the newer or the older units can still get the job done, you know, they have gotten the job done. Floor has been with us for the longest time getting the job done, but alas, it is what it is. All right, that's Mitsuhide. Next up is Nobunaga. Now, let's address the best thing about Nobunaga. Are you guys ready? So Nobunaga, the main thing I want to analyze between Nobunaga, as you can see, this is Nobunaga. She is super cute. If you don't know who Nobunaga is, by the way, please Google Oda Nobunaga. Please Google that. He's a man. Anyways, okay. Nobunaga is here, and she's beautiful. But the thing we have to talk about are these juicy, luscious thighs. I can see in the shape that the artist put a ton of care and dedication into this, and I am all about this. I just want to be squeezed and suffocated by those thighs. Any day. And thigh saves lives. You're right, Epicurean. Thigh saves lives. 10 out of 10. I'm pulling for her just because of those thighs, 100%. Oh, yes. And the shape, mwah! I love it. Anyways, okay, back to deal. So, Nobunaga, she is a Flame Blade, meaning her competition right now is going to be Mikoto, Reina, and slightly Aoi. Now, I believe actually Reina is better than Aoi, so, or Aoi, however you want to say it. She is better, so let's just compare her straight up to Reina and Mikoto. So, something you want to mention is that she has higher strength than Reina, and she is an attacking unit, whereas Reina is a defensive unit. Those are things that you want to remember. Now, the leader of the Horse Clan, so we're getting the Mouse Clan and the Horse Clan, right? That was the Mouse Clan? Yeah, the Mouse Clan and the Horse Clan. So we're getting 2 clans today, which is a little bit weird, but replete with determination, Nobunaga longs to become Shogun and unite the country beneath her, and will cut down any who get in her way. That's awesome. Anyways, Dream Offensive deals flame damage to enemies in a line and applies Burning Ambition to enemies. Enemies will take flame damage when Burning Ambition's effect ends. Burning Ambition does not stack and cannot be reapplied to enemies still affected by it. So, this is a big question I have. So, Burning Ambition is a brand new ability. We've never seen anything like Burning Ambition. So, I have honestly no idea what exactly it is. Is it a buff? Is it a debuff? We're not really sure what exactly it is yet. However, as far as I can tell, you know, they don't say anything else about Burning Ambition besides whenever it's done, it deals damage. So there's a couple different paths that Burning Ambition can take. I'm assuming it's not going to be like Bleed where it deals damage over time. That's not what it says. It just says it's going to be all one proc at a time. So I'm assuming this is going to be basically Bleed, but instead of procking over time, it's going to just proc all in one hit. So somebody said earlier that it's basically like a bomb. So it ticks and ticks without dealing damage. At the very end, boom, it explodes and deals a lot of DPS. So just spitballing, this is basically what I think. Basically, you're going to do like 1,000% damage off your normal attacking skill, and then Burning Ambition is going to do like an extra 500% damage. So it's just going to be a little bit of extra damage that you get on top of using your skill normally. However, there's a couple cool things to note. Somebody in the chat told me that it could actually be a buff, and if it is a buff, you can see here with their skill 2, she dispels buff. So if it's a buff, you can dispel that buff, and then boom, it explodes, and you deal DPS like that. It could be, you know, insane burst damage if it is like that, where you could dispel it and then it deals damage. So there's a lot of potential for it to do that. I hope it is like that rather than you have to literally wait until it's done. Also, we don't know how long Burning Ambition will last. They don't tell us. It could be like a 10-second one, a 5-second one, or it could be like Bleed for 30 seconds. If it's 30 seconds, that's going to take away a lot of potential Burning Ambition uptime. So again, we'll have to just see how long it is. Hopefully it's not too long, and hopefully we can actually, you know, dispel it and it can actually deal damage. Hopefully dispelling doesn't just get rid of it, and hopefully it actually, you know, like ends the effect and it actually gets that damage off on it if it is like that. Next up, Kobari standard, and her abilities, Flurry Strength. Again, Flurry Strength. This banner is pretty much all about Flurry Strength. Sleep Res matches Reina, doesn't match Mikoto, and World's Dream 2 grants the user's 4 strikes the ability to dispel one enemy buff when the combo count is 15 or higher. So this is actually a little bit difficult to do as a Blade. Blade's combo count is kind of hard to keep up because 15 is 3 full chain attacks, you know, 3 full 5 chain attacks, which is her full combo. So you need to get 3 of those full attacks off to actually get this World Dream effect to be activated. Personally, I don't think this is a great ability. It is a Dispel though, which is nice. She has 2 ways to dispel, with her skill 2 or with her ability. I wish this ability was something else besides the spell, but you know, it is what it is. Also, another thing to notice is that Sleep Res is not good for HMS. You want to have Stun Res. However, you could run with Verica, which does, you know, heal stun. So that is something to note. Now, again, if you can keep her combo up, she's going to have insane DPS off of herself. But that's the real thing. If you can keep the combo up, and if she has low SP cost and high modifiers, to be honest, she doesn't even need low SP cost. She just needs high modifiers on this skill 1. If this skill 1 has really high modifiers, she's going to be insanely good, because again, Flurry Strength is going to just bounce off of those high modifiers and just make her very, very strong. There is a couple of things you need to remember with her though, of course. First of all, the ability to spell on this one's a little hard to do. Sleep Res, I already mentioned that. As well as, again, Flurry Strength is very conditional. It's kind of difficult to do. And then, of course, she is kind of in competition with Naveed and Yuden for dispelling. You might want to just run Naveed or Yuden to dispel instead of Nobunaga. It really depends on your team composition, who you have invested into, where your augments are at, etc. Also, if you're using her rather than Reina or Aoi, you're going to be missing out on Burn. So Burn, of course, Elegant Escort is a very, very strong strategy in HMS. And even Agito, so that might be something you want to actually stick with, you know, stick with the burn and keep burning enemies. Really depends on which path you want to take, but you could use her in combination with units like Xania or Yuden, or, you know, some other burn units that are out there, and you can actually keep up burn, and you could just use something like Resounding Rendition and then Elegant Escort on Nobunaga and do a lot of DPS. So if you guys don't tell, I really like Nobunaga. I'm probably going to pull straight up for Nobunaga. She's beautiful. I love her a lot. She's 10 out of 10. And speaking of 10 out of 10, I did the exact same thing for Chitose. I was trapped by Chitose. But yeah, Chitose is a guy. So I can't really talk about Chitose too much because, again, they don't really show us anything about Chitose. But he is he's a guy, and he's going to be released. He's the 4-star in this unit, or in this banner. I believe he's a light wand. So he's going to be competing with Zhao Lei, and he's going to be competing with Lucretia. So he's hopefully going to be better than at least Lucretia. Maybe not Zhao Lei. Zhao Lei is pretty good, so we'll have to wait and see how good he is. But again, I still like his design. I still think that's a great design, but it's a guy, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Anyways, I do want to say the 4-star, the welfare unit is actually, I believe, is it a Shadow Blade or a Light Blade? It's a 4-star Shadow or Light Blade or something, and it's a guy as well, and he looks kind of crazy, but we'll have to see once he's out. Just design-wise, just facial features, looks kind of crazy. But yeah, Nobunaga is, I'm really looking forward to her. I also want to see if they release a Blade Worm print, since we still don't have one. Hopefully the Blade Worm print is going to be good. We'll have to wait and see. It's only Escort limited print. Yes, it is. So also I want to talk about the dragon really quick. Daikokuten is the dragon for this unit. He's a light dragon. The mouse dragon, one of the great 12 chosen to support Amaterasu. He's cheerful and carefree, and his smile is said to bring luck. Oh, and he likes his Mochi Soft, or Mochi, I don't know, whatever. That's an interesting little fact there. He's a light blade. Okay, so the force is a light blade. His skill, Lucky Mallet, it deals light damage to enemies directly ahead and creates a buff zone that lasts for 10 seconds and increases the attack rate of adventurers inside of it. Now, this is a good skill. However, you have to remember, in terms of utility, he has to compete with Cupid, which heals and provides a crit rate boost. So I still think Cupid's skill is better. However, in terms of abilities, I do think that Daiko has better abilities. It's Daiko, right? Not Daoko. Daiko. It's Daiko. So these two abilities make him stronger than Cupid. I don't know if it's going to make him stronger than Croissant Phoenix. I'm not sure about that front. Again, we'll have to see what the modifiers are. I don't know if anyone in chat can let me know for sure or not. But yeah, Daikokuten he looks to be stronger than Cupid just straight out from his abilities. But again, Cupid provides that heal, which in high Zod, you're going to need at least one Cupid if you're running 4 DPS. But again, I do think Daikokuten's going to be good. I'm kind of sad he's not a light skill damage dragon, but of course, I would rather not have the skill damage dragon be limited, because then so many people would miss out on it, and that would just not be good. You wouldn't even be able to dream summon, etc. So I'm glad it's not a skill damage dragon at the same time, but I'm also kind of sad because I really want a light skill damage dragon. Light has so many attacking dragons at this point in time. Like, they have literally so many, but they just don't have a skill damage dragon. Like, where is the skill damage dragon? I don't know. One day it's going to come, but not today. Anyways, that's kind of my analysis on this banner. Do I think you should pull? Honestly, I would wait to pull. We do have those 3 free 10-folds the first 3 days of the banner. So we have 3 days for you to get just free 10-folds. Maybe you want to do those 10-folds and see how you do. Maybe you want to do the Platinum Summon Showcase first, summon on there, see if you can pull anyone. Again, if these are your waifus or his bondos, pull on the banner. Especially for the 4 stars. 4 stars should be very easy to get. You also got to remember that Addis, Sazanka, and Eyasu should be on the exact same banner. So there's going to be 3 5-star adventures on rate up, which means that you're probably going to need a lot of Wormite to get a certain adventure that you want. So again, it's gonna be a little iffy. This banner it's kind of a real iffy banner. Like, I recommend, if you actually want to go hard and pull for 1 or 2 of the 5-star adventures. Maybe not chase the 3rd, because again, since they're all on rate up, you have an equal chance to get all of them. You might end up wasting a lot of Wormite to get them. I believe it's going to be above average for you to pull a single, if you're aiming for just Nobunaga and not Mitsuhide or not Eyasu, it's going to take a lot more Wormite than average to pull Nobunaga because of all the different rate up units. So there's a lot of different things that you want to watch out for on the showcase. But do I think it's worth summoning? Again, I just think wait until the mods are out, the SP costs are out, then we can actually make an accurate assessment on these units. Overall, I would say this is a good banner. Again, this is probably going to be the strongest light dragon at the moment. Maybe not better than Croissant Phoenix, but at least on par with Croissant Phoenix. Nobunaga, again, if she has high mods on this skill 1, she's going to be probably better than Reina. Again, you probably need to use her with somebody else that can burn, so you're not missing on an Elegant Escort. And then Mitsuhide is pretty much guaranteed to be a stronger floor. So that's at least something good for sure that we can guarantee. And yeah, that's basically just my analysis on this banner. Again, let me know what you guys think about this banner in the comment section down below. Are you going to pull or you're not going to pull? Me, myself, I'm going to pull simply because this is a limited showcase. I do want to pull. I was saving up for New Year's, and New Year's is finally here, so I'm definitely going to pull. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys next time. Have a great day. Until next time, have a nice trip.